team wins the tip.
And these two teams got here in very different fashion here. Licking overcame Licking pulled off the upset on their game, while Dixon had a very convincing way to get here in the first round game that they did. They won by 30 with plenty to spare, I would say, by allowing the younger players to play.
This is Dixon recovery time, steal by the Bulldogs. Number 5, Drew Young. And Drew Young is fouled as he goes up for the shot.
And these two teams, no stranger to each other. They are, I think last.
Drew Young will go to the line, shooting 2. Foul was on number 1, Carson Walker. And Drew Young with the first points on the board.
Last night, Drew Young had quite a few very nice plays out there and had a good performance.
And 10 points on the last game, on the game with Newberry the other night. Got that foul there on Trip Holzer. He was kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time. That will be his first.
Both teams, 1 foul on the board. And both teams have a fairly good-sized bench to look upon there. Dixon maybe a little more experienced than the Wildcats, but this is not a case where you're short on bench players.
And Dixon has pretty good size coming off their bench, too. Rebound by Holzer. Kicks it out to MJ Ford. Brings the ball down the floor. Trip Holzer on the drive. Shot up and good.
And what impressed me with this Dixon team is these younger players have the same fight that the older players have out there.
The sophomores are a very talented group of kids.
And blocking foul. I believe Young is going to pick that up if that's going to be called on him. Nope.
Nope, that was Taylon Holzer. Number 10, that's his first.
Well, that may be a lucky break on Dixon there. I think Young even thought he had the foul.
And this is the first free throw. And the rebound by Holzer, kicks it out. Oh, it's stolen by the Wildcats.
Good transition, picks up the
really
foul.
And that is the second foul on Taylon Holzer.
So he is going to probably be coming out of this game here. Well, I don't see much movement from the bench, though.
And there's Licky's first points. Logan Buckner with the free throw. Shooting 2.
Coming into the game is Jacobs.
Jacobs boy, Perry Jacobs.
He's a 6'4" junior, so they are not sacrificing any size, are they?
No, Perry's a tall kid.
This Dixon team has 3 kids 6'3" or bigger. You've got Jacobs 6'4". 6'3" is Rayfin Baker, who's still a young player, but, well, he's a senior, but he's got a lot of experience, varsity, JV. He's kind of Baker's a player you come in when you want size at the end of the game, and he does a good job at it.
MJ Ford trying to take the ball into the paint. Fouled on the blocking foul. That is on number 25, Logan Buckner. That's his first foul as well. Bulldogs inbounds.
3 fouls for Dixon, 2 for the Wildcats.
Nice move to the basket by Ford, but did not get the basket.
This is the first of our 4 semifinal night. We'll have our other boys semifinal after this.
On the Wildcat.
Dixon will inbound the ball.
Here comes the Bulldogs.
Have a foul on Dixon.
Foul on
24. It's his first.
That's 4 fouls on the Dixon Bulldogs. Licking is going to be shooting in the next foul.
And that's 3 in that one position right there. They're going to have to adjust on something. Out of bounds off the baseline. Or out of the sideline. It is still Licking ball. Tried
on the Bulldog.
The steal, couldn't get it. Well, I think he had a chance, but it went out of bounds.
And 2 points for Conway today. We got a tie ball game.
Three points for Young.
That is Young with 3.
Young was sitting in position, ready to go on that 3.
Two points, Walker. Down on the block.
Ford kicks it out to Holzer, back to Young on the top.
Turnover on the Bulldogs.
No call either way. Offensive rebound. Basket is good.
We got the 2 points on the putback with Conway today.
I think that was one of those calls like we had the other day where they couldn't decide if it was a travel or a charge. 2 points by the Bulldogs on the other side.
MJ Ford on the drive. He moves to the basket very, very well.
Might have got away with something on that, but 3-point shot up off target.
Rebound by John Kramer. Here comes the Bulldogs.
Underneath.
Holzer and 2 points.
That was a beautiful pass.
Sophomore guard, Trip Holzer.
That was a beautiful pass through the defense. Dixon getting their hand on it. Holzer applying pressure. Underneath.
That's out of bounds by the Bulldogs.
That is Licking ball. Jacobs on the defense on that one. And that's going to bring in Rafe and Baker. As I mentioned, they're rotating in these bigger players here to keep the rotation going. I believe they are trying to keep some fresh players out there the way the pace is.
Passes down the Ford. He tracks down the ball. Way downtown off the rim. Rebounded by Kramer.
Kramer, a little bit of traffic on there, and the underneath wasn't quite able to get the shot, and I think we're going to have a turnover. They're not calling a lot of fouls underneath, are they?
No, they're not. They're letting them play.
This is very different than the last 2 nights we've had the first few games. Dixon, Baker with the ball. Kramer gets a hold of it, and Kramer's going to take a dive underneath.
Nice drive to the basket there by John Kramer.
That was a beautiful drive underneath to the basket.
And the Bulldogs are stretched out a 5-point lead now. Oh, nice.
And
By Drew Young.
picked out of the hands. Ford underneath takes a shot. That is good. 2 minutes to go here. I would imagine Licking is going to get a timeout at some point here to regroup.
I would say if they don't score and the Bulldogs score again, they might want to talk it over.
Coach Logan Ray down there, the Dixon boys coach for a few years now, done a great job with this program. Licking underneath. That was tipped on the way out, so it's still Licking ball.
And Holder back into the game into MJ Ford, going to let him have a little breather.
And Dixon's not applying a whole lot of press pressure. They're just playing good defense out there. They're leaving just enough slack to get the play, but they're not overplaying it.
The press gives Licking one more thing to have to worry about.
If Dixon tightens up that clamp, I think Licking's going to have to do a lot of adjusting. Right now, Bulldogs, Kramer up, it's good.
2 points, Kramer.
John Kramer with the 2-point shot.
Licking wants to talk it over.
And we're going to take a break here. A word, Dixon, a tight game early, but the Bulldogs' defense has put them ahead.
Dodson.
It'll be his first, but we're going to be shooting free throws.
Yep, shooting.
And no one individual player in foul trouble right now, but we do have team fouls, which is a slight problem here for the last minute and a half.
Well, the key thing is the Bulldogs are playing just an aggressive form of defense, but they've been putting people in and out, and no one's got probably more than one foul. Maybe Taylon Holzer has 2, but everybody else has just got 1.
The Bulldogs, they have, each position has size and skill that they could rotate a couple players into that and not lose the talent that they need out there.
That's Sullen for the Wildcats with both free throws.
7-point ball game.
To a 7-point game.
Underneath.
Dodson, couldn't do it on the glass.
Dodson with the lane, not able to get the basket to go in. Licking one-on-one underneath, kicks it out for 3.
Nice defense there by Baker. He stood his ground.
And offensive rebound, but Dixon has a wall underneath there, and they are doing a great job. Licking.
There by Jack Sullen to get that ball in.
Sullen's finally able to.
On the play.
He was finally able to find a hole to go underneath in that one.
Oh, he got his stop at push. 2 points for Jason Ingram.
Soar leads now back to 3. 1 possession ball game.
Shots up by Holder and off. At the end of the first quarter, the sponsors for bringing this game to you for the Dixon Bulldogs will be Barnett's Dog Patch Corner, Dixon School District, Dixon Bulldog Booster Club, Jasper Sage Electric, G-Tech Fiber, Dan Johnson Insurance, Sheldon Welding, and our newest sponsor, Danny's Automotive. All from Dixon.
Also, Home Plate Grill, you can't forget them.
Oh, no. I would never want to forget them. Nice move to the basket by John Kramer. He's having a great game.
He is. He's had half the points. He had, I believe, close to half the last game.
He's already in the 6th. Nice steal.
Holzer with the ball.
That's one.
Draws the contact.
Holzer on the drive. Got the contact. He'll go to the line. I want to thank our Licking sponsors for bringing this game to you tonight. Licking Booster Club, Town and Country Bank,
Eat more.
More, Progressive Ozark Bank, Rennie Pharmacy, and Rennie Tire.
Without all these businesses, we can't bring you any of this coverage, really. This helps to collectively make this tournament possible.
Holzer knocking down the first free throw. Here comes the second. Missed it.
And of course, a great way to support. I'm sure you have been there with track and cross country. Support the Booster Club of whatever school you support. Whether it be directly or indirectly, they help to support the athletes, bringing you coverage or help equipment and different things like that.
They need help in a lot of different ways. Ball.
Foul.
Oh, he grabbed an ankle. You can tell by the way he was trying to go up. That ankle rolled on him.
And we're going to take, oh, he's standing up.
He's going to try and walk it off.
Well, he's at least going to get his free throws in, it looks like, or try to. We don't see a replacement going out for Young there. Young is a big part of this offense.
Young with 5 points.
I think they're going to give him a chance to take the free throws or to take a break here. He is definitely not going to take a break.
Parker Doyle will go in point.
Free throw good, so I'd say Young's going to take a break. He's running off the floor. It looks like his ankle's okay over there.
He'll probably walk a little bit to keep it loose, keep it going. And
yep, he's going in the back of the bleachers.
He would want to get back in this game as quickly as possible.
I call those little stingers once in a while when you do that.
Oh, 3-point shot by Jet Stone. And 3 points for Keon Holzer.
Now there is an alternative. If it does hurt, you tape it up until you can't move it no more, and then you keep on going. That is not medical advice, by the way. I would not recommend that, but
you're not a doctor and you don't play one on TV.
Yep. Dixon, well, we're going to have a foul.
Ford went down the floor quick.
I think they're calling the foul a little late after the play there, but
25 on the foul. That is Logan Buckner. Second foul this quarter for the Wildcats.
That's his second foul, too.
Yes, it is.
Good block on the play. That is thrown off the face of Dixon there.
Buckner was already out of bounds when he tried to throw that off of the Dixon player.
And looks like everyone, bit of a switch out in there, but Dixon, a nice rotation, licking with the steal, going the opposite direction, and double dribble.
On the Wildcats.
Wasn't the cleanest trip down the court. The ball was not, it was not bouncing correctly, I guess.
Here comes the Bulldogs. Kramer Dotson with the ball. Passes it over to John Kramer. Kramer with the ball. Takes it to the basket. Oh, a little hard off the glass.
That is going to be licking ball. Holzer couldn't hang on to it.
MJ Ford back in. Holzer getting a break.
Underneath, 2-point shot's good.
Jason Ingram.
Good jumper from the free throw line. Ford with the 2.
Ford with the basket.
24-19. 4 minutes, 4.5 to go in this first half.
Holy shit, so. Here comes the Bulldogs.
1-on-2 underneath. Foul. Basket, no good though.
Fouled on the shot. Did not get the basket, but he'll shoot 2. Stop.
Dodson, first free throw.
First point.
That was the second foul on Conway Addy, the junior.
And the Wildcats have 4 fouls. Dixon will be shooting the rest of the way through.
So, kind of opposite scenario from last time. Dixon was in the scenario before.
A little too aggressive there on
That'll be the
part.
first foul on Dixon.
I believe that's his second.
That's his first.
Bulldogs with the steal. MJ Ford taking it down. Oh, good.
Good transition defense by the Bulldogs on that. Ford, as soon as the steal was gone.
They get the ball down the floor fast.
$30 to 19, just like that, 11 points.
That's going to be a foul on MJ Ford. That's his first.
And some substitutions for, I think, both teams here. Looking underneath, can't get the shot. Dixon on the defense. Young, he is stripped with the ball. Looking for 3, they'll pass that shot up.
2 points for Jason Ingram.
Points for Ford. MJ Ford, no fear on that one. That was good wide open shot. 33-21. Dixon lead expanding.
For Jason Ingram. That's his 8th point of the game.
And the Bulldogs will take their first timeout.
10-point lead. A 3-point lead at the end of the first quarter. They have stretched that now to 10. And they're bringing the ball down the floor.
And almost all their points on transition on the defense.
A lot of them.
With the exception of Ford's 3 down here earlier, that
drive to the basket, MJ Ford for 2.
Ford approaching double digits there. That should put him into double digits on the game.
Ball off of the foot of the looking player. Nice drive and nice move to the basket by MJ Ford. He is having a terrific game.
He is leading the Bulldogs right now, I believe, on scoring. Or should be.
15 points out of the Bulldogs 37. Blocking foul on Drew Young. That will be his second foul, I believe
Yes,
now.
that is the third foul for Dixon. So Young will take a break. That will bring in number 11 of the Bulldogs.
Parker Doyle.
Three for Licking.
And all that, I believe he's out of bounds on Chip Holmgren. So the Wildcats will keep the ball.
Now, there's not a lot of forgiveness down there on that side of the floor.
And he'll drop the shoulder on that one. Yep, called for the offensive foul.
If you thought about the design here, they could put bleachers right behind there and keep going backwards in that empty space back there.
Yep.
I don't know if they'll ever need that, but, well, I know.
Third foul on Carson Walker.
3-point shot. No good for Holzer. That was also the 5th team foul, so any more fouls for on the Wildcats will be by the Wildcats will be free throws. 30 seconds left in the half.
And we have John Kramer going to the line.
And with 23 seconds to go here, 14-point lead right now. Free throw no good. Foul on 21. That was Owen. It's his first.
Free throw good for John Kramer. That stretches the Bulldogs lead to 15.
Two-point
With the
shot.
shot at the elbow and good.
Clock running out. 3 seconds. Dixon going to have to get the 3 off. Can find a way to get past that defense.
Lincoln with the ball on the inbound. And here we go in the second half.
Bulldogs start with a 13-point lead in this first half. Or second half.
Start off with a foul, and that foul was on Drew Young. I believe that's his third.
So he is going to have to sit for a while here if that is on Young. That is. Three-point shot. And no substitution yet for Young out there.
Nice drive to the basket by John Kramer, and 2 points for the Bulldogs.
I would imagine Jacobs would be a replacement for Young if he does come out of the game at some point.
Oh, nice steal there by John Kramer. Takes the ball, gets it to MJ Ford. 2 points on the transition. This is what worked so well for them in the first half.
So Dixon coming out. Pressure on the defense again. Another steal.
Whoa, no foul there. markers now on Carson Walker. I'm not sure that that's not his fourth.
This is fourth, I think. But I don't know if I'd call that one incidental contact before that. That's his
That was
fourth.
Carson Walker's fourth foul.
So that is
So I'm sure he definitely will come out to set.
a player from each now, with Young with 3, but each team now has one player in foul trouble. That
Right up to the high post.
Kramer.
Holzer turns, drops it off to John Kramer. 2 points. That's a foul on Taylor Holzer, and I believe that's his third.
That's the second Bulldog now to get 3 fouls in this third quarter. And I don't know if we've had any subs for either of these fouls yet.
That's the first point of the second half for the Licking Wildcats. Jason Ingram at the line. Made the first. Here's the second. And made the second.
6 minutes to go in this third.
From the night. Forward from 3-point line. Missed it.
That is out of bounds.
Out of bounds on the Bulldogs. Here come the Wildcats.
I believe whether or not that was touched, that was going out of bounds on Dixon. 17 points now is the lead for the Bulldogs, though.
And we get the jump ball called finally, and that's going Dixon way.
So both teams coming out with aggressive defenses right now, and Dixon is just kind of doing what Dixon's done this whole tournament so far. Good defense by...
Steals the ball.
Can't get the dunk.
Missed the slam.
That did not...
On the floor hard.
And he is going straight to that bench over there.
Taylor Dodson turning the ball over, carrying the ball.
And over here on the...
We're doing a substitution for the Wildcats.
And over here on the bench here, Conway Addy, he is not feeling good.
Not feeling good after that missed slam.
Foul by the Bulldogs.
Foul on Baker.
That is the third foul for Dixon. And luckily...
Someone goes to the line. Knocks down the first.
Well, the good thing is for Conway Addy, the medics were sitting right behind the bench over there, so the medical staff here is very close to him, so can't get the shot. Second attempt. No good.
Roll off the rim. Too young trying to get that ball to drop. Just wouldn't do it for him. Three-point shot for Carson Walker. That brings the Wildcats back within 12.
Dixon, no good again. Four and a half minutes to go in this third quarter here. Licking on a bit of a roll right now. They're chipping away at this lead.
Foul on number 45, Baker. That's his second. Field by Dixon. Dixon coming down the floor, gets the ball into Young, and 2 points.
Good transition defense on that as they transition that into 2 points off the layup. 46 in the game. 4 minutes remaining in this third period.
And 2 points for Carson Walker.
Wildcats take this away, opposite side. That is good.
Once again for Carson Walker. Both teams battling on both ends. And we're down to a 10-point game.
Well, we're not calling fouls on either way we go on those shots, so.
Nice pass in by Ford, but couldn't find the handle.
Foul by the Wildcats.
We're going to call that on Logan Buckner.
That's the second foul. This is a very summer league style of refereeing. Doesn't it feel like it? Not quite as much. Not quite as much being called underneath, but
That's Buckner's third foul.
not necessarily a bad thing calling it that way, but compared
Let him in play.
to what we've seen earlier in the week, it's very different, though. Good drive in, foul, and the bucket.
Going forward with the 2, going to the line, see if he can get 3.
Lead back to 12.
Foul on number 21 of the Wildcats. Caleb Owen.
Kramer. Oh. He went down. Kramer got a twisted ankle or something back there. He is limping back over to the bench.
We thought there was more knee than it was an ankle, didn't we? We don't know,
Yeah.
so we're not going to speculate.
But something on that leg down there, it did not quite feel right when he turned.
Something buckled. So whose ball have we got now? Everybody's talking about it?
Well, I
No?
think it is. Well, look at the video here. Ball was missed. Okay, so Dixon had the jump, I guess. No, not a jump ball. They just called the dead ball, I think, for the injury substitution, probably. 3-point shot.
Yeah, shot there by Carson Walker. Drove to the baseline and a nice jump shot from the outside. And we're back to 10.
Well, this has been a very physical ball game here. And quarter. Looking with the ball, that was a Dixon timeout. They have 3. And quite a few people there.
Well, the nice thing about Dixon's defense is they got class. I told them it was a good one because that was a 3-pointer by Carson Walker. Terrific third quarter.
7-point difference now, and from 17 points back down to 7 here. Kicks it out for 3. Dixon, shot of their own, off target. That is Dixon ball. I believe Ford, he got hit on the drive in. Ball comes away.
Foul on Baker.
That's his third or fourth. That might be the 5th team foul, too. Either way, it's bonus after this.
He was shooting on that. So.
Yep, it is the 5th team foul, so it is bonus, and it's his third foul.
Baker's third foul. There goes Walker to the line. He is shooting 2. He was shooting. Got the first.
I almost made the mistake of leaning back in this chair, and then I realized for a second that's a bad idea. 39 seconds, 48-42.
And Lincoln has dropped this to a 5-point lead here in this third quarter.
48-43.
The Bulldogs, they need to settle down and get the shots back under control.
Well, the winner will pledge a ticket to an 8 o'clock ball game Saturday. The loser will play for the third place trophy. That will be a 5 o'clock game, I believe.
Young tried to put it back up down underneath. McLeod, he will go to the line.
And Dixon, the defending conference and tournament champion from last year.
First one goes down for Drew Young, first free throw. Knocked down the second.
Substitution coming into the ball game. And last year, I believe the Wildcats were the consolation winner. They lost the first round and wound up winning the 5th place, I believe.
21.9 seconds left in the third.
Underneath, foul.
We're going to call that on Perry Jacobs.
It's his second or first for Jacobs. He hasn't had a foul in a while.
Oh, sorry, no, that was 0. Called that foul on Trip Holzer.
Oh, that's his second. So Ingram for Licking. That is a name that's been around Licking for a little while, for quite a few years.
Ingram, yep.
Part of those.
Funny how that works.
One of those Final Four girls tournament teams that they had a few years ago.
So the Bulldogs, 2, 1, shots up. That's the win. Going back with the starters for the game. Starting this fourth quarter. Lincoln inbounds in the ball. Looks like Lincoln has led with the except for number 21, Caleb. Knocked his hands and out of bounds.
A little too strong on that pass inside. Good pass, but a little too much mustard there. 7:50 to go.
Nice pass to the inside there. Pass from John Kramer to Drew Young, and Young with the 2.
So as you mentioned the fouls right now, we got some players with 3 fouls, but players are rotating in so much that the fouls aren't really adding up on one player quickly. And this might be on...
This is on Holzer. This will be his fourth.
No, it's on Young. No, it's on Kramer. That's Kramer's first.
Ingram with the first. These Wildcats shoot their free throws very, very well.
Licking might be the best free throw shooting team we've seen so far this tournament here. We're going to have a foul on the Wildcats down there. And that is third for Buckner. No, it's first.
That was on Ingram. That was his first.
Oh. First team foul, both have one foul. 3. And Dixon is so comfortable stepping out on that three-point shot.
Taylor's a 6'4" kid, the last kid you would probably think to shoot the three, and doesn't shoot at a very high percentage.
Ford underneath, kicks it out. Another 3. That one off target. And that basket is good. 55-48. Other side, Dixon draws the contact. This is a foul on the shot, I believe. And that's the second foul for Licking here in the quarter. That is the second foul on Huff, or Solons. Solon's just a sophomore out there. That's another one of those names that has been around Licking for quite a few years and quite a bit of success.
And drop the second one.
Back to an 8-point ball game now. Dixon wide open. Layup is good.
2 points for MJ Ford.
And we're taking a full timeout. On point as they were the other night, but they are still doing a fairly good job of returning a shot for every shot that Licking's making right now. That was... They're saying that was tipped. Okay.
Inside this Bulldogs ball.
Big 3. And a foul.
Foul on Trip Holzer.
That's his second team, third foul for him. Yep. He's just a sophomore at 5'9", but still.
Both of Holzer boys are sophomores. Along with MJ Ford. That should make some coaches lose some sleep.
But for a sophomore, real good awareness. MJ Ford especially out there. And just like that. I believe that is a drill that is used in practice quite a bit.
Now we're back to 15.
That's why you do that 3-man weave drill when you're out there. Licking still with the ball. 3. Short. It is...
Push on number 21, Caleb.
So is the Orion can't take a timeout. That's the third foul of Owen. If that is the computer or the internet, but either way, we'll just ignore it and keep on going. 63-48, Dixon on top.
Dixon brings the ball up the floor, entering forward at the top of the key.
Seems like Dixon now is a little more in charge of this ball game.
Yeah, fourth quarter, right now they're outscoring Lincoln 15-4. So they have come in and took over.
Dixon up. That is a offensive foul.
Defensive play there by D. Young. Got that ball out of bounds. D. Lickings underneath. Carson Walker on the inbound. And there goes the ball to Ingram.
Licking kicks it out. Again, back inside. No good.
Taylor Dodson with the ball. Passes to John Kramer. Moving the ball to the outside.
No good on the shot. And under 3 minutes to go here, Dixon still leads by 15.
Foul on the Bulldogs. That is on Taylor Dodson.
It's their fourth team. That's his second. And the internet is back working, so it may not have quit working at all for you, but just in case, it is back. 3-point shot. Holger fouled before the shot. That'll be the fourth team foul for the Wildcats.
Jeff Sullivan. I believe that's Sullivan's third.
That's his third.
Chip Holger going to the line.
Well, they're going to give him free throws. That was on the floor, I believe. But
he probably on the shot.
So it was on the shot, 64-48.
Holger knocks down more free throws.
Turnover.
Forward going back to the game. Glad to see that.
So 3 Bulldogs went down with a little bit of a leg issue, and looks like all 3 are okay, which is a good sign.
Bulldogs keep the ball moving. Get that ball tipped.
Well, let's foul on Dixon. So that's going to be free throws.
Foul on Drew Young. His fourth. Minute 31 left. I don't believe it's going to make a big deal.
I don't believe either here.
Lincoln is shooting now the rest of the way through the game. Taylor Bowen going to the line. And he knocks down the first.
Looks like Iberia, the visitors, coming out on the next ball game here. And wide open layup. That
is good. He's had 7 points this quarter.
Foul, we're going to have...
I believe that's the fifth.
Well, I think at this point,
Well,
he'd be... Well, a couple of fouls earlier we thought were on him, were on number 10 instead of him, so... But I think he's probably done for the rest of the game just because a minute 12.
A minute 12 and 18 points. I believe they could set him if they wanted to.
Yep. We got Jacobs and Ford coming in.
Jake Johnson going to go in as well.
So the defense really made a big difference in this ball game, though. Substitutions. Actually, 3 subs. Also, Jake Johnson, that will replace Dodson and Young and one other. Ford, Holger, travel.
Got travel there on Holger. Couldn't get the handle. Didn't get the ball down.
Three from the corner. Wide open, Holger. And we're going to take another timeout. I don't know if this is a substitution timeout, but this is... Yep, just substitution. And with 38 seconds, Dixon will hold on to win this ball game.
Nick McBride coming into the game.
Shot up, no good.
Now it's going to put him into it. Our first game of the night. 61. Dixon Bulldogs, 51. Looking Wildcats.
And that is our final here.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Dip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging on till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star and this life gon' live it.